In the Mix with Chris Rock.
I'm Alec Baldwin. I'm here with the gorgeous Gina.
I'm Larry King, and you're watching In the Mix.
I'm Kelly Ripa, and you're watching In the Mix.
I'm Matt Lauer, and you're watching In the Mix.
I'm Kathy Lee.
And I'm Hoda.
And you're watching In the Mix.
I'm Bethany Frankel, and you're watching In the Mix.
In the Mix.
Welcome to this premiere episode of In the Mix here at the legendary Cutting Room in New York City. I'm your host, Gina Jordan. Now we have a very exciting kickoff episode for you. Now some of you may be saying, who is she and what the heck is In the Mix? Well, if that's the case, we put together a little backstory for you. Here's what you've been missing. In the Mix live from New York City. From the East Coast. At the 12th Annual Tribeca Film Festival from Biscayne Bay, Florida. I'm making jokes to Joan Rivers.
If only he was straight.
How many times have I said that in New York? I'm standing here with none other than Liza Minnelli.
I'm Steve Carell, and you're watching In the Mix.
In the Mix.
To the West Coast. Park City, Utah. South Dakota. I have to say. You're very feminine, damn it.
Damn it, I am.
And back.
You are the very first person to interview me on my set.
The nightlife. I'm here on the red carpet to capture all the action.
Exactly, yeah.
The music. Notice he's very reserved when you're around, Shannon.
Oh, really?
The star power. In the Mix, Bobby De Niro. The social scene.
I've been drinking with him since about 6 o'clock.
And everything in between. The seat down, that's what I want to know.
Always.
I am absolutely panic-stricken.
When you can't be in the moment, be
In the Mix.
In the Mix.
In the Mix. Thank you so much for this, Oscar. I want to thank my mom. Watch In the Mix Thursdays, 7:30 a.m. on WeTV. How's that for a little taste, huh? You're addicted now, right? Not too shabby. Hey, In the Mix is like a fine wine. We're only going to get better with age, right? Now, In the Mix is about to reveal which celebrities are making headlines this fall season. Sofia Vergara, Christie Brinkley, Matt Lauer, and more. But first, In the Mix is bringing you our In the Mix Tech Fix. That's right, we've got the top tech items for back to school this fall, thanks to our very special tech expert, LG Senior VP of Marketing, James Fischler. Yeah, that's right. A big round of applause for James. It's our premiere episode of the fall season, and thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure to see you. How was your summer season, by the way?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
A great summer so far.
All right, so back to school must-haves. Let's get right to it. The first must-have is the LG G2 smartphone.
That is right, the LG G2 smartphone, the most powerful smartphone on the planet. It'll do everything other than take tests for you. It's amazing.
Why do you think the LG G2 smartphone is essential for the kid on the go?
There's a number of reasons it's important, or the best phone for back to school. One is the Snapdragon 800 processor. It's like having a desktop computer in your phone. The most powerful processor on the planet. It has a rear key on the back. So where your hand normally is on the back of the phone, that's the only physical key on the entire phone. Everything else is done with the amazing 5.2-inch high-def display. But it also has some really cool user interfaces. So instead of pressing a button to answer your phone, just pick it up. As you pick it up and put it to your ear, it answers the phone for you. Instead of pressing a button to turn it on, just tap on it twice, like knocking on the door of a friend's house.
Wow.
Tap the screen twice to turn it on, tap it again to turn it off. You no longer have to pick it up to look at your phone.
So instead of the clapper, it's the tapper?
Yeah, we try not to say it's the clap on, but that's pretty close, Gina.
That's pretty cool, though. That's pretty cool. What if you don't want to answer the phone? It's someone you're trying to avoid, James.
And of course, it has the wonderful ignore feature.
Awesome. So when it comes to the LG G2 phone, an essential component for the phone would be the dual docking system.
Sure. Our dual docking system, which is featured here, can work with your iPhone or your Android phone.
Why is this docking system a wonderful component for the LG G2 phone?
Because it connects wirelessly, either through Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or NFC, which is near field communication. If you happen to have an iPad or an iPhone, there's actually a unique docking system where you can plug those in directly as well to charge or play. You can plug in two devices, charge them, play music from them, perfect for the dorm room. If your friends come over, connect wirelessly to theirs and play their soundtracks as well as your own.
Very cool. So while you're in the dorm and you're hanging out, some friends are coming over, you can also partake in their entire selection of music as well. That's really cool. Now, that's not necessarily as portable as the portable Bluetooth speaker though, right, James?
That's right. Sometimes you want music on the go. So we have a portable version of this which connects wirelessly to any device on the market with Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Has a battery that'll last about 10 hours or all day for music, and is a great device to take with you on the go.
It's a good size that you could just throw in a backpack or throw in a bag and take to a class, in between classes, listen to music, and have the ability to actually listen over a speaker versus headphones. Although, when you want headphones, this next back-to-school essential LG must-have is awesome. Explain to us about this must-have headset. It's great.
It's called the LG Tone Plus, and it's a headset that you wear around your neck. And when you want to use it, you simply pull out the earbuds, plug them in, listen to music, take a phone call. The great workout companion. And when you're done, you just drop the earbuds back down, they go into their little holders, and you're good to go.
Another back-to-school tech must-have that we have on our set every single day is an LG monitor. Right, James?
Yeah, a great TV. 47-inch big screen TV, smart, 3D, it really has everything. Watch movies off the internet, watch them in 3D or 2D. Great for the dorm room, but also great for your living room as well.
Fantastic back-to-school must-have tech items. Where can we find them?
So the phone is available on all 4 major carriers, Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, and Sprint. $199 with a 2-year commitment. Check your local retailer or carrier. This device, Best Buy, Amazon.com, $249 available now. This portable device, $179, all your major retailers. And of course the Tone Plus, you can find it just about anywhere at $69. All great buys, all must-haves.
Fantastic. They really are essential back-to-school items. Now I want to give a very special thanks to James, who actually took the In the Mix show logo and helped us put it up on the LG billboard in Times Square. Really exciting. Thank you, James, for making that happen. The next time you're in the city, head to Times Square and check out that LG billboard. Thanks so much, James, for being here on our premiere fall season kickoff episode of In the Mix. Isn't life good when LG is here with us, right? Let's give a big round of applause. Thank you so much, James, for being here today. Still to come on ITM, more celebrities who are making headlines this fall season. Sofia Vergara, Christie Brinkley, LA Reid, and many more. Don't move. In the Mix. I'll be right back.
In the Mix.
Just point.
With nowhere to
just speak.
To turn.
Just share.
You saw me
as you naturally would.
And showed me
just point.
Much I still
just speak.
To learn.
Just share. Smart. Inspired by you. LG Cinema 3D Smart TV.
This episode of In the Mix is presented by LG. Life's good. This episode of In the Mix is catered by Delmonico's Kitchen, located at 207 West 36th Street and 7th Avenue in New York City.
In the Mix.
Welcome back to this premiere episode of In the Mix here at the legendary Cutting Room on 32nd and Park Avenue in New York City. I'm your host, Gina Jordan. ITM recently hit a star-studded event in Bridgehampton, New York, which marked the end of the summer social season and back to work for several of your famous faces. For the past 38 years, the annual Hampton Classic Horse Competition is the must-attend event that also marks the end of the summer social season.
What makes this event so exciting is the mixture of people here. You've got the mayor, you've got major celebrities like Matt Lauer, but then you've got the people who really make the Hamptons work, who are part of the history and culture of this place.
It's a great competition. People, some of these horsemen and their riders come from the West Coast. You know, it's really quite astonishing.
The international event is a week-long horse jumping competition for horse lovers of all ages and levels of riding expertise.
Today is really exciting because it's the ultimate in equestrian riding.
As the skill rises, so does the prize money each day.
Barrington, last year's winner,
The final competition on the field is the Grand Prix, where the best of the best compete. First place winner this year was Kent Farrington, who stopped the jump-off timers faster than anyone else and beat out Mayor Mike Bloomberg's daughter, Georgina.
People are a little worried that the mayor's daughter is going to get injured.
Georgina Bloomberg, who has competed at the Classic for more than a decade, caused quite a stir this season, jumping in the Grand Prix at 5 months pregnant.
I will never admit to holding my breath, but I do. You want it to go well for her, but most importantly, you want her to be safe and have a good time.
Georgina still placed third in this year's competition and was thrilled her father was watching from the VIP tent.
It's a huge honor, obviously, to have family and friends here. It's a special horse show for me. It's really our only special New York horse show, so it's great.
Mayor Bloomberg isn't the only recognizable face in the crowd. Several celebs compete and have attended the Classic over the years, from Robert Duvall to Bruce Springsteen.
Today we have Mayor Bloomberg, we have Jon Bon Jovi and LA Reid and Matt Lauer, and of course I'll miss some Christie Brinkley. Jerry Seinfeld is here.
This season was especially star-studded as Billy Joel, Katie Couric, Bon Jovi, Seinfeld, Sofia Vergara, Matt Lauer, and Mary-Kate Olsen all attended the Grand Prix event.
Beautiful people, beautiful place settings, and then phenomenal horses and amazing riders. It's a really cool day.
These days, Mary-Kate Olsen's current relationship is making headlines. Her boyfriend, Oliver Sarkozy, is 17 years her senior. The controversial couple hit the Classic to witness Mary-Kate's horse, Marvelous, compete and win the Section B Local 100 Division title.
You just have like the most amazing walks of life here. You know, people who are true equestrian fans, and also a lot of people who just really want to sort of see and be seen.
Off the field, under the Grand Prix tent, there's another competition going on.
So fun. This is my second one. I should have worn a hat. I had forgotten that everybody wears hats, and I'm such a hat girl.
From best hats to best of table.
I have taken on decorating the table because I am the most fiercely competitive person, of course.
NBC's Today Show co-host Matt Lauer and wife Annette Lauer participated in the Grand Prix festivities while Matt was on a pre-back-to-school vacation earlier this month.
Well, I live here, so it is an all-year place for me, but we've been coming to the Classic for about 8 or 10 years now. It's kind of symbolic end of the summer.
Mrs. Lauer, a supermodel, enjoys riding horses and has always dreamed of competing at the Classic.
We heard that you like to ride.
In my next life.
We love horses. We have a horse farm in the area, and so it's nice to be able to support this.
The Lauers, who live in Watermill, New York with their 3 children, consider the Hamptons their hometown and recently opened a horse farm down the street from their estate.
Brightside Farm, brand new. We just opened it.
Brightside Farms is a 40-acre boutique-style riding facility complete with a heated indoor show arena and its own Grand Prix field.
I've been riding for a long time. My daughter rides, and I've always said that if I weren't doing what I'm doing, I would do something involving horses, and so it's been a real dream come true.
The Lauers Hampton Classic table, appropriately entitled Brightside, caused a media frenzy this season. It wasn't the decor of the table, it was the guest list. The couple entertained a bevy of famous guests, including Jon Bon Jovi and wife Dorothea, LA Reid with his wife Erica, and Mrs. Beth Stern.
I'm with my friend Annette Lauer. She invited me. Annette is so excited about it. She's such a horse person, and she's in her glory right now.
Bon Jovi, LA Reid.
I didn't know Jon and Dorothea were going to be here. I'm excited to sit with them. Lucky me.
Sitting across from Mrs. Stern and next to Jon Bon Jovi was former X Factor judge, the chairman and CEO of Epic Records, LA Reid.
When you watch the Grand Prix, I mean, it really takes a lot of talent, a lot of skill. These riders you have to really respect. The horses you have to really respect. You might not know how much work it takes and how difficult it is. So when someone makes it over, not all of them, just one of them, you know, it's fascinating to watch. And then it's the ultimate social event.
Reid, a 3-time Grammy winner who's making headlines this fall, is rumored to be working on a new Michael Jackson project with Timbaland. Reid has worked with everyone in the music biz, including Bieber, Rihanna, Kanye West, Usher, and Mariah Carey.
Sofia Vergara, do you know who she is, the actress? Sophia?
Sophia.
She's literally 2 tables down.
That's a hot table, but this table is hotter. I'm sorry.
Really?
This is Beth Stern.
This is Beth Stern.
Jon Bon Jovi and Matt Lauer. I'm sorry. What can I say?
If we're with LA Reid, we're at the hottest table.
I kind of get that piece right most of the time.
The former X Factor judge enjoys a healthy competition and joked his Hampton Classic table was the place to be. Yet, when it comes to the coast-to-coast ultimate party host, he gave that title to fellow music mogul, Sir Sean Diddy Combs.
I don't think there's anybody coast to coast that's the party man, the quintessential flavor taste man of America is Sean Diddy Combs.
A few tables down from LA Reid was Bloomberg's table.
LA Reid told us that he's at the hottest table. John Bon Jovi, Beth Stern, and of course, Mr. and Mrs. Matt Lauer. I am with B. Smith, who says she's at the hottest table because she's with
Mayor Bloomberg, who I love, and I think that he has done a great job with our city.
Well-known restaurateur with locations in Washington, D.C., New York City, and the Hamptons, B. Smith joined in on the friendly Hampton Classic table competition.
LA Reid, if you're wondering, B. Smith, that may just be at the better table there.
We usually are at the mayor's table every year, which is a beautiful thing.
Still to come on In the Mix, more celebrities making headlines this fall season. Christie Brinkley, Sofia Vergara, LA Reid, and many more. Don't move. In the Mix. I'll be right back.
In the mix.
Just point.
With nowhere to look,
just move. Just share.
You saw me
as you naturally would.
And showed me
just point.
Much I still
just move.
To learn.
Just share. Smart. Inspired by you. LG Cinema 3D Smart TV.
This episode of In the Mix is presented by LG. Life's good.
In the mix.
Welcome back to this kickoff fall season premiere episode of In the Mix at the hub of it all in New York City, coming at you from the legendary Cutting Room. I'm Gina Jordan, bringing you the latest in celebrities who are in the headlines this fall season.
You know, the Classic's such a great tradition. It's such an amazing show, both for the horses and for the people.
When it comes to making international headlines, shoe designer Sam Edelman's styles are instant fashion trends that are worn by famous fashionistas worldwide.
Is there somebody who you'd like to make a shoe for that you haven't? A style, perhaps?
Well, you know, I'm a great big Halle Berry fan. And I have been ever since Monster Ball, and I think she's great. And yeah, I'd like to make and or give her a whole wardrobe of shoes.
What would the shoe look like, Sam? Would it be a heel?
Halle Berry, the first thing she needs to wear my great iconic black sandals. But I think that for her, because she's got those gorgeous legs, I do an amazing leg wrap.
The shoe mogul recently hit the Classic and gave In the Mix his hot shoe picks for fall.
Riding boots are going to be #1. I think riding boots this year are going to be huge. Low booties, riding boots, low booties with a slightly Western flair. I still love a little fringe, a lot of buckles. And of course the ballerina, and the ballerina never goes away.
Edelman's self-entitled table at the Classic was a showstopper. The decor was appropriately themed, yet it was his special supermodel guest, Christie Brinkley, and daughter Sailor Cook that took center stage.
Hi, Sailor. I'm Gina. It's nice to see you. Nice to see you.
The Hampton Classic is an annual tradition for supermodel Brinkley. The Sag Harbor resident attends every year.
Have you competed in the Classic as well, Sailor?
No, I've never really rode horses, right?
Well, she did
I used to.
Riding.
This season, Christie was escorted by her look-alike daughter, Sailor Cook.
How was it doing the cover shoot with Mom?
It was really fun, actually, yeah. We've talked about it a lot, and we just agree that it's sort of like doing a family photo, you know? It's like, yeah.
Always has her camera going, right?
Smile, and that's it. It's very natural.
The mom-daughter duo both graced the cover of Bella magazine earlier this year, and recently made headlines with another big announcement.
What's coming up for fall for the two of you? Do you have another cover that's coming out?
We both just signed with IMG Models, so that's exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah. A dual IMG modeling contract doesn't necessarily mean you'll be seeing mom and daughter working together anytime soon.
We're trying to, let people understand that Sailor has a lot to offer on her own, you know, that we're not two in a package, but I mean, we love doing things together, and we are heading off the week after next the two of us are going on a campaign to stop poachers from possibly rendering the African elephant extinct and the rhinos as well. It's so amazing that this early on in her career, she's already been given the opportunity to make a difference. You know, I had to work through many, many years before I realized that, you know, you could turn this around, and, you know, it's kind of a fluffy job, a fun, fluffy job, but, you know, once you have a microphone, you can use it to, you know, affect change.
Sailor, who attended school in East Hampton, New York, admits growing up with a famous mom isn't always easy, but mom's been a great inspiration to fuel her future.
Your supermodel mom is a great inspiration, right?
Yeah, definitely.
She just put a picture of me up on her Instagram. I was like, you know, saying inspiration, and I was so flattered.
Brinkley, who's mom to 3 children, understands all of her kids need to evolve into their own person. Christie says watching them grow up surprisingly inspires her.
I just want to like grow out of the Christie Brinkley shoes, you know, like I love being in her shoes, but I want to show people what I have to offer and outside of the Brinkley family.
She inspires me equally. I mean, she is very strong and determined.
Speaking of inspiration, tough guy actor Robert Davi, who's best known for his film roles in The Goonies, License to Kill, and Die Hard, says Frank Sinatra is a major inspiration to him. Davi's connection to Sinatra's music is so strong, he even showed me a photo of himself and Sinatra he likes to keep close on his cell phone.
I did my first film with Sinatra when I was 20 years old. So what he inspired in the Italian immigrant, or the Italian American, was a sense of, because you figure in the 40s, Italians were, you know, we were treated like any other immigrant that hadn't come up yet.
Davi starred with Frank Sinatra in the 1977 made-for-TV movie on NBC, Contract on Cherry Street.
I'm trying to remind people of not only his Picassoist contribution to music, but what he did for society. So that's the mission I have, besides wanting to give people an experience close to what maybe it was like seeing a guy that was also a movie star being able to sing his chops off.
Even Davi's signature style is reminiscent of Sinatra.
What made you decide to do the fedora today, sir?
That's my thing. I've been doing fedoras for years.
Ultimately, Sinatra encouraged Davi to sing Sinatra. The actor, who's a trained opera singer, recently released a tribute album entitled Davi Sings Sinatra on the Road to Romance.
Each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life.
The Sinatra crooner's been traveling state to state on the road performing live.
Come rain, come shine.
Davi, who currently lives in Los Angeles, grew up in the Hamptons and recently made a stop to perform on Long Island in East Meadow, New York.
How did you end up at the Hampton Classic today?
My mother was born in Southampton, 1921. My grandfather, Stefano Rullo, was a bootlegger. During Prohibition, his partners were Marshall Field and Joseph P. Kennedy. So I grew up as a kid in the 60s coming to Southampton.
Yet it's Davi's upcoming performance in Vegas, September 28th through the 29th, with Don Rickles, that's creating some major buzz.
Music to me is who I'm really about, you know? I love the music.
Even with the recent success of his latest album, Davi says he isn't leaving acting anytime soon. In fact, Robert is gearing up to shoot a film next week alongside Sylvester Stallone, Harrison Ford, Schwarzenegger, and Mel Gibson in Expendables 3.
I'm doing Expendables 3. I'll be going to Bulgaria in October to do Expendables 3.
What was it like to work with Sylvester Stallone?
He's a friend of mine. We'll be working for the first time together in Expendables when I go there, when I go to Bulgaria.
When it comes to international headlines,
we haven't seen you ever, Sophia, and you look gorgeous, by the way.
There's one celebrity that stole the show from the moment she arrived till the second she departed.
Why I haven't been out? I've been working. I just came from LA to spend the weekend because it was a long weekend, but I have to go back tomorrow to work.
Colombian beauty, actress Sofia Vergara, was the guest of honor at the Douglas Elliman Grand Prix table. Vergara looked spectacular, celebrating a mini holiday in the Hamptons before it was back to work on the set of her hit show, Modern Family.
What'd you think of the classic so far? Have you ever been to the Hamptons before?
Yes, I've been many times. I think it's a lovely time and a lovely place to spend the summer.
When are you heading back to LA?
Tomorrow. I have to shoot on Wednesday, Modern Family.
Yeah, Sofia's been working hard, but she's about to reap the awards.
I mean, it's unbelievable. When I hear our name, it's like I can't believe that I'm living this dream here in this country.
ABC's Modern Family kicks off their 5th season with a 1-hour premiere episode on September 25th. The show received 12 Primetime Emmy nominations this year, plus Vergara received a nom for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series. Find out if Sofia takes the gold at the 65th Annual Emmy Awards this coming Sunday, September 22nd on CBS.
Hi, Manny, I will go with you, but I'm so tired.
You just woke up. How are you tired?
Maybe because I'm turning food into a human.
Sofia Margarita has a lot more to celebrate this fall, including a few projects which will take her from the little screen to the big screen.
Well, I have Machete Kills with Robert Rodriguez coming out in October. Bring me my double Ds.
In theaters October 11th, Vergara will play Madame Desdemona in Machete Kills.
Hook her up, lover boy!
Sofia will star alongside an A-list cast with Amber Heard, Jessica Alba, Mel Gibson, Cuba Gooding Jr., Antonio Banderas, and Charlie Sheen, who plays the president.
This is the president.
This sultry Sofia is making more international headlines this fall as she joins another all-star cast as Selima, alongside Woody Allen in a film directed by John Turturro, Fading Gigolo.
I have Fading Gigolo with John Turturro, Woody Allen, Sharon Stone.
You're an experienced lover. Why shouldn't you get paid for it?
Hysteria ensues as Sharon Stone and Sofia Vergara pay John Turturro to have a threesome.
I even like to be the man to strap on my gun.
Vergara says she learned a lot working alongside Sharon Stone.
She's amazing. She helped me a lot with my scenes. She was very nice to work with her.
Here's one more reason why Sofia is making headlines. Her boy toy, Nick Loeb, put a ring on it in 2012. But the couple experienced a little rough patch this past May. The engagement was reportedly off. Now Sofia confirmed to ITM, it's back on.
Is your handsome boyfriend? Or now hubby? Hubby? Husband? Official?
Fiancé.
How did the two of you meet?
On the internet.
No, you did not. No, you
She did.
She looks Jewish.
These lovebirds actually found each other at a Golden Globes party back in 2008. ITM hopes Sofia finds her Hollywood ending.
You're a very lucky man.
I am.
Nick and Sofia, are they a gorgeous couple or what? Hollywood royalty, right? Well, Nick, I said it once and I'll say it again. You, my friend, are one lucky guy. And the Hampton Classic, now it was star-studded and a perfect ending to the summer season and a perfect ending to our premiere fall episode. I had a really good time with you guys today. I want to give a very special thanks to all of our guests who appeared on today's episode, including our tech expert, James Fischler. That's right. That's right for James. And of course, I want to give a very special thanks to all of you for watching, our hardworking In the Mix team. I'm Gina Jordan, and we look forward to seeing you next time in the Mix. In the Mix live from New York City, from the East Coast.
At the 12th Annual Tribeca Film Festival, I'm making jokes to Joan Rivers.
To the West Coast.
Park City, Utah. I have to say, you're very feminine, damn it.
Damn it, I am.
And back. The nightlife, the music, the star power.
In the Mix, Bobby De Niro.
The social scene, and everything in between.
I am absolutely panic-stricken.
When you can't be in the moment, be
in the mix.
In the Mix.
In the Mix. Watch In the Mix with Gina Jordan Thursdays, 7:30 a.m. on WeTV.